Hello guys, welcome to the channel. And in my previous video I have said that young grandmaster Awonder Liang managed to win his game against top ranked grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. If you haven't watched that game, then you can go ahead and check the description, or you can click the upper right corner of the screen. And today we are going to see the game between grandmaster Awonder Liang and grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. So before starting the game, I would like to request you to subscribe the channel and show your support. And now you have done that, let's go for the game. Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura is white here and Grandmaster Awonder Liang is black here. Nakamura goes for knight to f3, knight to f6 by Awonder, and b3, ready opening, j6, bishop to b2 and bishop to g7, d4, black castles, e3, b6, bishop to e2 and bishop to b7, and white castles, d6 by Awonder, c4 and knight b2 d7, queen to c2 activating the queen, c5 by Awonder, rook to d1 keeping eye on this d file, c takes on d4 and knight takes on d4, rook to c8. Now this rook is keeping his eye on this c file, knight to c3, a6, rook to c1 doubling on this c file, rook to c7. Now this queen can move to a8 and there is a threat of taking this pawn, so bishop goes to f3 and now this bishop is attacking on the b7 square, queen to a8, bishop takes on b7 and queen takes on b7, queen to e2. Now this queen is keeping eye on this open diagonal and also these rooks are keeping eye on the c and d file, rook to c8 doubling on the c file, e4, e6 and bishop to a3 attacking on this d6 pawn which is unprotected. So knight goes to c5 and bishop takes the knight on c5 and rook takes the knight, queen to e3. Now this knight can jump on this g4 square to harass the queen, but Awonder goes for d5, want to open this c file, c takes on d5, e takes on d5 and e takes on d5, knight takes on d5. Now this knight is triple attacked by this knight and this two rook, whereas there is only two defender for it. So knight takes on d5 and queen takes on d5. Now there is a double attack on this c file rook, and also there is double attack on this knight from the bishop and the queen. So knight to f3 and there is a discover attack from this rook. Rook takes on c1. Now this rook is pinned, so this card attack this queen. Rook takes on c1, rook takes on c1 and queen takes on c1. It is looking like a draw position, but queen are on the board, so there is going to be some action. Queen goes to a5 attacking on this a2 pawn, queen to c2 protecting the pawn, bishop to f6 now preventing this square for this knight, g3 by Nakamura giving some breathing space for the king, and king goes to g7 and king goes to g2, queen to b4, knight to d2. Now this knight can jump on e4 to get this bishop, queen to d4 by Awonder, knight goes to e4 attacking on this bishop, but queen to d5. Now this knight is pinned, so f3 protecting the knight, queen to d4. Now as this second rank is open for the queen and queen can anytime go for the first rank and second rank, that's why queen to d2 by Nakamura, and Awonder takes the queen on d2, knight takes on d2. Looking at the board now, material is equal on the board. There is a 5 pawn and white have this knight and black have the bishop. But in the end game, most of the players preferred bishop because it is more active. You will see in this game. Bishop to c3 attacking on the knight. So knight goes to e4 attacking on the bishop. Bishop goes back to b4. Now this pawn are under the protection of this bishop and this knight can't jump on these squares. So f4, f5, there is attack on this knight, and this knight can't go on the square, and definitely we don't want to go back on the f2, so it jumps to knight to g5, and now h6. Again it can't jump on these squares, so it have to come to knight to f3. As you can see, the knight is struggling here as compared to bishop. King to f6 and king to f1. Kings are coming for the battlefield. g5, f takes on g5 with check, and h takes on g5. h4 by Nakamura, but Awonder goes for g4, and there is attack on this knight. So knight moves to d4 and bishop to c5, attacking on the knight. Knight goes to e2, and as you can see, this king can't go for the dark square because of there is a threat by this bishop. Bishop to e3. Now this bishop is guarding this 2 square, and if knight jumps on this square, it will going to take it. Like knight to f4, and bishop takes on f4, and g takes on f4, and black have this good pass pawn, but the white also have this pass pawn on a file, so anything can be happen. Knight to c3 by Nakamura. King to e5. Now this king is coming for this pawn. King to e2, avoiding it, and bishop to d4, attacking on the knight. So again, this knight really don't have a good square there, because this square is taken by the pawn, this 2 square is taken by the king, and it don't want to go for the a4 because now it is not doing anything. So there is 2 possible square, that is d1 and b1. Nakamura choose knight to b1, but if knight goes to d1, then king is coming to e4. Knight to f2 with check, bishop takes on f2, king takes on f2, f4, h3. Now this pass pawn is moving, and f takes on g3 with check, king will take the pawn, and king goes to f5, h6, and king have to go to g6 to take the pawn. Now white king will take the pawn, and black king will take the pawn. Now as you can see, this white king can easily move for the black pawn, and this black king is falling behind. That is another line. Nakamura goes for knight to b1 and f4 by Awonder. So g takes on f4 with check, and king takes on f4. Now black has this pass pawn on g file, whereas white also have this pass pawn on h file, but this strong bishop is taking eye on the queening square, and this knight is not doing anything. Knight to d2, knight is coming back in the field. Bishop to e3, want to exchange the knight and bishop. Knight goes to c4, attacking on the bishop. So bishop goes to c5, knight to d2 and g3. Now king to f1, and instead of this, knight to f3 was played, then maybe that is going to be a good game. Now this king can't move ahead. g2 and h3, this pawn is going for the promotion, and black is also going for the promoting the file, but this knight can take this pawn. So king to g2, so king to g4, going for the pawn. Pawn goes to h6 and g1 with knight. If it will go on any piece, then knight will definitely get on g1. Bishop will take g1 and h7. Now there is only one move, and this is going to be promoted. So bishop to d4, and king goes on d3. Now this bishop must move on this file, otherwise this pawn is going to be promoted. So possibility is bishop to f6, because we don't want to go the nearby square, because king is going to follow the bishop. So it may be go to f6 and king to e4, king to g5, going for the pawn, king goes to d5. Now this king is going for this pawns, and now bishop can't move really over here. King to g6, finally reaching for the pawn, king to c6, and bishop to d4. Now pawn is going to be a queen and bishop must take the pawn and pawn will take the b6. Now this is definitely move for the draw. But in the real game, king goes to f1 and bishop to b4 attacking the knight. Knight goes to c4 and b5 attacking the knight. So knight has only one square, that is b2, and king goes to f3. Now this move is coming, the check, and this bishop can move here and protect this g1 square. So knight to d3 and bishop to c3, and here Nakamura resigns the game because this knight can move any square, and if he moves on c file, then this check, and definitely that pawn is going to be promoted. A really nice game played by Awonder and winning against the top ranked player with black pieces is definitely a great achievement. I hope you have liked this game and this video. So if you like it, then go ahead and click the like button. If you have any content and if I miss something in the game, put a comment and I will definitely reply to it. Also click the bell icon to get notified for my future videos. Do subscribe the channel and support. Also you can watch my previous videos here. Thank you so much for watching this. See you in the next game.